What's up, YouTube? All right. Just got me a little car wash here. I just recorded a video. It's kind of like a two-part. I try and record like 2 videos at a time because I just don't know when the day is going to demand my time. You know? But you got to get your time back somehow. But anyway, guys, this is actually something really, really important that I do want to talk about. Oh, my dumb ass. Put my e-brakes on. Sometimes you got to be the fool, bro. Like sometimes you got to be that dumbass. Like just be the dumbass. Just be the fool. And what do I mean by that? You got to be that guy that really you got to be okay with just admitting you don't know shit. And I feel like maybe sometimes in my videos I come off like pretty confident, or maybe I don't. I am confident. I'm confident in the shit that I know. And I think that's kind of the definition of confidence. Like, I guess people think that confidence is, and this topic kind of applies to women. It applies to life. It applies to everything. Confidence really ain't being sure in the shit that you don't know. That's really not what that is. It's actually like being sure in the shit you do know. Confidence is a byproduct of being involved in new things. It's a byproduct of you experimenting with things and getting into new things and getting skilled and mastered at it. That's what confidence is. So people talk about like be confident with women. You can be confident in women and not be skilled in them, but you won't be as confident. And the way that you can be confident with women, and if you can maybe follow me here, is be okay with being the person you're scared of being. It's like, and this applies to life, like you have to be okay with being the fool. Like you have to be okay with being the type of guy that you don't think that she's interested in. Like you have to be okay with being the guy that doesn't know shit about the gym. Like you have to be comfortable with not knowing, but you have to be willing and open enough and comfortable enough to get that help. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of confidence to be found in being okay with your ignorance and your folly. It's just you shouldn't be the type of guy that, and I'm talking about in general, guys. I'm not just talking about chicks here. You should not be the type of guy who's willing to fake it. You should not be that type of guy. You know, I get the fake it and the make it notion. Like I get that, but I'm hoping you're catching what I'm trying to put down here. You should not be okay with, oh yeah, this is my turn right here. Yoink. You should not be okay with not knowing. You should be open to learning. Like, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. I've worked out for a long time, right? Sometimes there's equipment in the gym that I don't know about. And I'll actually ask them like, hey, what the fuck does that work out? And like, it'll be a guy who's maybe not even as strong as me. Like, is my form right? You know what I mean? Or like, for example, like, let's say you're trying to talk to a girl, and in your mind you're thinking, damn, like, does she like thugs? Like, oh, she probably like this. Like, should I say this? Should I say that? It's okay to just be simple. It's okay to just be like, oh, hey, yeah. Like, what's your name? Cool. Like, what do you like to do? You don't have to like go outside your boundary of creativity. You don't have to force yourself outside your boundary of creativity of shit to say. Like you can be a dumbass. Like you just have be comfortable in your lane. Be comfortable in your own scope of understanding, but be willing to expand it. And I think that's true confidence. It's called being comfortable in your own skin. You have to be comfortable in your own skin as a man in life. Like you have to be okay with knowing that you're not at a certain skill level yet. You got to be okay with that shit. Because people see being confident is just not being insecure. That's it. If you are insecure about not being confident, then you're not confident. If you're secure about not being confident and you're willing to learn, then you're seen as confident. Like that's just life. Like back when I wasn't back when I wasn't with my current girlfriend and I talked to girls, it's not like I had some shit special to say. Like I don't have no fucking pickup line. I don't got none of that shit. And someone can sit up here and distribute that to say, "Oh, but you're a good-looking guy." Yeah, nigga, you gotta self-improve. It's not like you can be an ugly nigga and prove it. But at least you're willing and you're humble enough to just walk up to a girl and just talk to her. At least you're able to just be like, "Hey, what's your name?" And they'll respect that. You know what I mean? But it's like that with life. It's like that with life too. Like at least you're willing to go to the gym and be like, "I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here." Cool. All right, let me learn. Let me show you. And level up. Like that's just life. Like you have to be okay with not knowing what the fuck you're doing. You think I'm just gonna jump into real estate without picking up a book about it? You think I'm just gonna start a YouTube channel without having watched probably 2 hour long videos on how to grow your channel and do these different things and all this extra shit? You think I'm just gonna learn game and learn about women without having picked up a book or asked a asked an OG or maybe watched a video or something. I don't know. I guess people are really insecure about getting dating coaches nowadays. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a flying fuck. Like that's your life. That's my life I'm talking about. Like if if I'm not at a certain point where I want to be at life, I will get any resource necessary to get to that point. But you gotta be okay with just being the dumbass. You gotta be okay with being the dumbass, man. Or being the fool. You know, people like to put up fronts about who they are. People like to put up a front and look like they're the shit. Be okay with not being the shit. Your attachment to wanting to seem like that guy, to appear as that guy that's the shit, is what's weakening you as a man. Like you have to be okay with just not being the shit, bro. You gotta be okay with just being that guy that's like, oh, he's a weirdo. Be okay with it, bro. Like not everyone has to like you. Because innately I have that security and confidence to know that I know that there's a lot of people that can, if I really wanted them to. There's a lot of people that can look at me like I'm the shit. If I'm just like I innately know that okay, I'm the shit to some extent, and that extent is sufficient enough for me to sustain my self-esteem or whatever the fuck that I'm trying to preserve mentally in the deep realms of my subconscious, whatever the fuck. Therefore, I don't need to put up a front to compensate for that insecurity. Like you have to. It takes a great level of psychoanalysis and self-reflection and meta self-reflection and meta psychoanalysis to catch yourself doing the subconscious bullshit that you do. But it's like when you do it, you develop so much better as a man. You know, there's this book. If this is like more so about pertaining to dating for you, there's this book called Models by Mark Manson. Grab the audiobook, just listen to it. If you're a delivery driver or someone, you can just listen to the audiobook if you have the type of job where you can just have earbuds in or whatever the fuck. But just get that book. It's on Apple Books. Like I listened to that book. That's it kind of hits the point, but it took me years to kind of get to the point where I'm just comfortable with just being a dumbass. Like I'll go to the store ashy, you know? Like if I have to, I won't wear socks with my slides. Like I won't do it if I have to. Like I'm okay with people looking at me like, ew, like what the fuck is wrong with that guy? I'm cool with it because at the end of the day, you can't take away the muscles that I have. You can't take away the looks that I have. You can't take away the work that I put in to get to this point, you know? But even then, let's say you don't have that shit. They can't take away your ability to get to that point in the future. So why the fuck do you care? Why the fuck do you care? It's not like that's the end of the world, bro. It's not like that's the end of the world. I'm so okay with bitches thinking I'm dusty because I've already dissolved that purpose layer. And that's something I could talk about in another video, purpose layers. Sometimes in life, you gotta dissolve a certain purpose layer. Like, Sometimes your purpose layer is money. Sometimes it's women. Sometimes it's approval. Sometimes it's whatever. But you got to get through that purpose layer. You got to get through this stage in life. Like we all go through stages, and you can't be the type of guy to think that you're above completing those stages. Like I feel like there are certain guys out there that look at men who chase women, and they're like, "Wow, that's childish." But deep in the back of your mind, you wish that you was getting women. You wish that you were pursuing women. That's called a purpose layer. No matter how rational or logical you understand and know that that activity is trivial, you still have a deep lingering desire to engage in that activity. That's a purpose layer. Sometimes you got to dissolve it. Sometimes you just got to go ahead and explore it. And that's part of being the fool. Like that's part of being the dumbass. It's the fool in archetypal stories. The fool is the precursor to being the hero in stories. There's always an Anakin or an Avatar Aang or whatever the fuck who's a dumbass pretty much because he doesn't know the skill that he needs to conquer the main villain of the story. And he submits himself to being the dumbass and then therefore allows mentors and teachers to help teach him. And then he gains that skill and cultivates it and uses it to beat the main enemy of the story. It's like you have to allow yourself to be that guy. Like, man, I know it's stupid to like chase women, but that's really what I want to do right now. Go do it. You have to be as transparent with yourself as possible and go do what the fuck you got to do in life, you know? But I feel like I'm rambling on right now. I hope this video really helped you. I'll tell you right now, my purpose layer is getting consistent with YouTube, getting my finances right, taking care of the shit that I own. That's it. I can't even sit up here in front. I ain't trying to be no damn billionaire. I'm just trying to manage the money I have. You know, a lot of niggas will sit up here and say, "Oh, I'm trying to reverse my generational poverty." Listen, dude, no one's watching you. Okay? I tell you the truth. Like, I don't give a fuck about that shit. I care about managing the money I have because I have horrible spending habits. You know? And that's your purpose layers can be simple. Your goals can be simple. They don't have to be all extravagant. You don't got to be the fucking king of the pirates. Take care of the shit that you own first and then move on. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's my purpose right now. Taking care of the shit that I own, using what the military and God gives me, and just taking care of my damn life. You know? Maybe get into some real estate or whatever the fuck. You'll see. Hey, if y'all stay tuned, y'all see where I'll end up in the future. But with that being said, guys, this video is pretty long. I appreciate those of y'all that listen all the way through. I just try and get a video in when I can, when I get the privacy and the time and the inspiration. But yeah, guys, if you fuck with the content, go ahead, like, subscribe. I'll look back at your friendly neighborhood demon guy. Peace.